Hi, this is Downside Up, and you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia. 89.5.
Ain't you getting sleepy? Heard the story.
Once again, here we go. It's time for Open Mic Radio. Take a load off and enjoy the show. This is Open Mic Radio.
All right, that's right. It is KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. It is 4 o'clock Saturday afternoon. You know what it means. It's time once again for Open Mic Radio. We are going to get we're going to get it going with one from our featured artist today. Sealark, bring that one right close to his guitar if you don't mind.
Yes.
And we'll be back with you in just a few minutes. But check it out. This is Rayce Kendrick.
My eyes awake from anxious blackened dreams. The coffee smells of solitary scenes. I'd have to see, not at what little bit of restlessness means. Hauling down to Houston to a turnpike pushing tempo all the way. As much about leaving as the going. The charm of home is covered by the cataract of hoping every day won't be the same, and knowing that it will. There ain't a way that I can stay. That road is calling louder to me still. £80,000 rolls out of the state of misery. All my mistakes are left with those bad seeds. Or was it me whose cowardice had kept him in the comfort of his home? An empty box alone to rot. Now I'm looking at an endless open road. And so I drive to the borders, north and south, stay alive. Hauling goods, it showed me things an office never could. And I'll yearn for the folks at home and soon make my return. Stay just long enough till my belly starts to burn with that feeling I must be leaving. Yeah.
Race is on.
I love it. All
I
right.
heard so many puns.
Fantastic. All right, welcome to the program. It is Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, Saturday, the 26th of July. Good to be with you all here. And another lovely, hot, but awesome summer Saturday afternoon, all right? Yeah, we got a bunch of great music in store for the next couple hours. A few friends stopping by. Actually, a few friends already in the house here. I'm glad you're with us. We do this most every Saturday afternoon from 4 to 6 p.m. Live music and interviews with some of Missouri's finest musicians and bands. My name is Mike Hagan, and I'm joined as usual by my good friend, Mr. Kind Kurt.
Toodaloo, Mike, and toodaloo to everyone out in Tipton.
Toodaloo to you.
Listening in.
All right,
sir.
Sea Lark in the house as well. Woo! And yeah, those guys are awesome, providing theme music and a little camaraderie along the way. So, but that's what we do. Okay, we feature awesome local and regional music and the artists who create it. We've got a fun show lined up for this afternoon. Mr. Rayce Kendrick, with us this afternoon. We also have an old friend, Matt Presti, in the house with us. A new friend, Rob. I forget Rob's last name, but Rob's with us. I'm expecting a call from Brian Johnson, Brian J. A little bit later, maybe 4:30 or so. We'll chat with Brian.
I guess it's time to learn how to work the phones.
Yeah, and actually,
Maybe.
I'm looking at it right now, thinking there's something going on. But at any rate, Brian, the former Bummy, if you're a longtime listener of the radio program. We've had lots of
former listeners listening to our holiday shows.
Well, yeah,
Bummy's been a featured holiday performer for a while, I believe.
We've had Bummy Halloween, we've had Bummy Christmas, Bummy Easter.
Bummy Easter. I love it.
Anyway, he is evolving into actually a remarkable artist. He was good, back when we knew him in high school, but he's now in Kansas City. He's continuing to work on his art, and extremely happy about what's happening with Brian.
Artist.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to hearing. He sent me a few new songs, so we're gonna play those. Debuts, Kurt. We also have a new song from Matt and Rob, and they have a project that's called
Order of the One.
Order of the One. And we'll chat with these guys in just a few minutes as well. But anyway, lots of fun stuff happening this afternoon. Okay. What else? Well, you don't know what
How
else,
about
all right?
some music?
No, not yet. All right, last week we had sort of a somber but cool show. We dedicated the show to a close friend of ours who passed away a few weeks ago, the amazing Dave Durnley. A whole bunch of friends.
Speaking of excellent music, by the way,
bandmates, all kinds of people just down here, kind of.
Thank you, Dave,
through this,
all the tunes.
No doubt. Anyway, thanks to everyone who came down and celebrated with us last week. We enjoyed a whole bunch of Dave songs, most of which were recorded here on Open Mic Radio over the course of the last 7 or 8 years. Anyway, I was
amazingly well. Who was hosting those shows that day?
I don't know. Anyway, we also had a few in the studio from Sarah Parker that afternoon. If you missed it, check it out. Get the podcast, right? It's cool. You can do that at the website. It's Mike Hagan, MikeHagan.com. A couple more things. We will get back to the music. Okay, Kurt? Big thanks to Peter Rabbit, grooving on the one mic since 2 o'clock. All right, that's the latest and the legends in hip-hop and R&B. I love Peter's show. He had actually an outstanding show this afternoon.
Always.
We do it from 4 until 6 o'clock. I should mention, actually, that before Peter's show, from noon until 2, is a Motherland Jam. Incredible music from Morgan Matsiga, a native of Zimbabwe, actually. Yeah. Morgan is, but he plays music from across the continent of Africa. They call it Motherland Jam, and it's an outstanding program. So Morgan plays music from all across the continent of Africa. He does that from noon to 2. We do it from 4 to 6. From 6 o'clock until 8 o'clock. I guess Kurt will tell you what's happening there. It's Rosh Shumba. Rosh Shumba and a reggae party. All right. Get your dancing shoes on. Spin yourself up a big Bob Marley joint and enjoy the roots rock reggae sounds of
thank you, sir.
Rosh Shumba. All right, that's 6 to 8. 8 o'clock to 11. 11 o'clock, 8 to 11 is Chris Prie and incredible blues program, Blues on Broadway from 8 to 11. He digs deep into some great old and new contemporary blues, but just awesome stuff from from Chris, and Rhythms of the Future from 11 on through the night there. Okay, so KOPN round the clock, keep it there, right? Your imagination station, right?
Oh yeah.
All right, from here to your ear, that's what we do, streaming at KOPN.org. Rayce is here, Matt is here, Rob is here, our friend Jimbo's here. Who else is here? Kurt's here, Sealark is here, and I guess we're ready to roll. All right, so let's if you want to be a part of it, give us a ring. We are in the meantime, we're just going to enjoy some great music. That phone number, by the way, 443-8255. We're just going to hear some great music.
I'm working on learning the phones, Mike.
Yeah, and we're going to have some fun, like we do every week on Open Mic Radio. Okay, all right, let's say quickly that today's show we are featuring the music of a young man named Rayce Kendrick. It is great to have him with us, and we will learn a little bit more about Rayce. But first, let's see if we can scare him into playing another song for us here. All right? It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia.
Well, I'm a rambling man of the 21st century. I left an office cell and financial security. Well, I've got a degree, but it don't mean a thing. There ain't nothing I want that damn thing can bring. Well, I'm a rambling man of the 21st century. Running 18 wheels, but it ain't like it used to be. And these plastic rigs and OCBs, they'll pain your eyes to see. No matter where I go, my ass don't belong to me. Guitar and writing songs, Jerry Reed singing along. Yeah, life on the road sure beats a working the phone. Government's got a fake fix for emissions. My employer doesn't have a manual transmission. No matter what I say or how I say it, my dispatcher, he don't listen. I got 100,000 miles before I can leave this position. But I'm guitaring and writing songs, Dave Dudley's singing along. Though I may complain, makes for some pretty good days. Well, I'm a rambling man of the 21st century. I've been picking up gigs and jobbing through Tennessee. Though the money is lean, if I don't get seen, I'll still be living the dream. But it'd sure be cool to meet that highway queen. On guitar and writing songs, the two Reds are singing along. I wrote out the plan, I'm just a rambling man.
Thank you guys. Appreciate it.
All right, Mr. Rayce Kendrick with us this afternoon, and you're listening to it here. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Rayce, why don't you grab that mic right in front of you there and pull it a little bit closer, if you don't mind.
Right in there?
Yeah, right there is great. You can get right on it if you want, no big deal. Yeah,
Well,
no
I don't know. I'm comfortable right now without them, I guess.
You're fine. Okay, so Rayce is a gentleman that I met at Gumbo Bottoms. We did a live remote from Gumbo Bottoms a couple 3 months ago, and Rayce was one of the artists that Steve Orangi, the proprietor down there, had to share with us. I brought a couple of artists, and he had a couple come up there from his area. Anyway, it was really cool to meet Rayce, and I had never heard his music before, and I'm glad that I did, and we decided that it would be cool to do a radio show together. So So we are.
Heck yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I've kind of been adopted by that Jeff City area, especially with Steve and a lot of the other folks that are kind of down there. And, you know, even though I'm not from Jeff City, I almost feel like one of the Jeff City musicians, you know.
You're Prairie Home, right?
Prairie Home, yep.
All right. Born and raised?
Yep. Well, not born, but yeah,
but Missouri kid, though.
Yeah, Missouri kid. Oh, yeah.
All right.
But just like everybody else around there, I think we probably came up here to Columbia to get born and then...
Different prairie,
and then
Mike.
go back.
Always
Yeah.
home.
Yeah. All right. Well, it's great to have you with us this afternoon, Rayce, and we'll probably talk a little bit more about some of your background and stuff in a few minutes. But I want to say hi to some other people that are here this afternoon. Let's see if we can get Matt and Rob in here for a second. Matt, why don't you grab that mic there, and
headphones, and you got your
there you go.
volume control right here for your headphones.
All right, so I have a great friend visiting this afternoon. His name is Matt Presti, and Matt and I have a long relationship. We've been friends for a long time, and music sort of a big part of it, actually. Even though we met long before I was doing this particular radio program, I was doing another show back in the early 2000s, and Matt and I sort of connected back then. Again, because of music, he wrote some stuff and shared it with me, and I played it on the air. And I guess that was the beginning. We became friends after that. So anyway, it's always great to see you, brother. Great,
man. It's really good to be back, and this is a new location, I must say. I was sort of lost in downtown, wondering where the old 2-story building was.
I guess I forgot to tell Matt that we had moved since the last time that he had been here. But yeah, he's in the new digs for the first time. But
yeah, nice digs, by the way.
You know, it doesn't quite have the feel yet that we had downtown. I guess because it takes 50 years to do something like that, to just get that sort of comfort level. But we definitely
It had something to do with a hike that you had to take up there and getting used to the air up there, you know.
Yeah, actually, there's a lot of good things about the new place here. We have parking. It's easy for a band to load in and out. They don't have to go up and down those stairs like Kurt's mentioning or whatever.
Yep.
But you know, it's and we also upgraded equipment big time. Like we've got new boards, we've got new speakers. Most of the equipment has been upgraded in the last few years, and you know, as radio stations go, I would say KOPN now is essentially a state-of-the-art radio station. We can do anything here that anybody else can do, and in fact, if you go to some of the local stations, Cumulus or whatever, they kind of drool over some of the stuff that we have now because they're holding on to some of the older equipment. So I'm real happy with what we've got here, and we kind of missed the downtown scene a little bit, but generally speaking, it was a really good move for the station. So yeah. Anyway, Matt is an outstanding musician. He's also a brilliant scientist, actually, I guess I'll call him. But we're talking music for the most part today, although they do cross over, certainly. You know, I think about mathematics and music, right? Mm-hmm. I mean, I think all the way back to the Greeks understood the relationship between math and music. But anyway, Rob is with us as well. They have a project called...
OOTO stands for Order of the One. Rob Kane's North Carolina, guitar player extraordinaire, and a brother from another mother.
Yeah,
you know.
Yep.
You're fortunate to meet them every once in a while, but
yeah, it happens once in a while.
For sure.
You know,
but
if it happened if it happened all the time, it wouldn't mean as much.
Right.
You know. So anyway, I'm really excited to have these guys here. They've got a couple of are both the songs that we're going to share new songs?
Correct.
Okay, so new songs from the Order of the One, and that's a 3-piece. You have a drummer as well, right?
Actually,
or are you playing drums?
Well, I was for the scratch tracks, but we had a couple hired guns, 2 different guys for each track. But we're still looking for a drummer. So if it interests you, visit orderoftheone.com and you can check out the ad for.
Okay.
So we're kind of a meta-scientific.
You're looking for a real skilled drummer, right?
Yeah,
I think because you play some sort of technical
power trio. Yeah. You know, bass pedal, synthesizer, keyboard.
Hey, we got one of those.
Actually, he's the guy.
Bam!
No, I mean that's a true statement.
Seek and ye shall find.
Clark is a remarkable drummer, and he's a very skilled technical drummer. Okay. And if you guys are if you're recording from North Carolina and you're in Salem, Missouri, or whatever, there's no. I mean, honestly, this is not the time, but you really should talk to Clark because he's a remarkable drummer.
We will for sure.
There are others.
Right? There's always others, but he's amazing. So
If you're looking for no technical at all, Mike and I would be more up that alley.
Yeah, I'm the second to the worst drummer in the room, and Kurt's the worst one for sure. Actually, I like to play the drums. I'm just not that good. But,
Well, that's not
right.
true at all.
So, let's see. We are 4:20.
Yes, we are. Woo.
That means we should probably take a break and play a song. Okay.
Can I mention that I'm all ready for a Ross Lover?
Let's do that. Let's play, Kurt. Let's play one from Order of the One, and then we'll come back and I'm gonna have you guys are hanging around, so there's so we can stretch this out a little bit. We're gonna play one from you guys. We'll come back and talk for a minute or two. Then I'm probably gonna get Brian on the phone. We'll do the few that we're gonna do with Brian. Then we'll come back, chat with you guys a little bit more, play the last one that you guys have, and by then we'll get close to the top of the hour where we will have Mr. Rayce Kendrick for a full set of whatever he chooses to play for 30 or 40 minutes or so.
Technical for us, man.
Sounds good. Are you going to do the Holy Trail first?
What would you like me to do?
Yeah.
Is that the one?
Yeah. It's just real quick. Can I give a
Please.
quick background on the song?
Yeah.
It's a nod to Carl Jung. Holy is spelled WHOLLY. So sort of a wholeness principle nod to the great Carl Gustav Jung.
You know, I'm still when it comes to psychology, and that Jung was still the man. There's no one in my opinion that has gotten it like he did. He was able to. He understood the esoteric side of it as well. You know. So
Indeed.
Yeah. All right. Cool. So this one is called The Holy Trail, and it's spelled WHOLLY, and it's a rock and roll tune, I think, right?
Yeah. Prog rock, prog hard rock.
All right. The band is called The Order of the One. Is this the first time that this has been played?
On the air.
On the air?
Yeah. It is available on all your favorite platforms.
Oh, okay,
for
good.
download.
All right, so it's available out there on streaming platforms. Check it out. Order the One. This one is called The Holy Trail. We'll be back in a few minutes. It's Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia.
How can a God of love
Oh, yeah. All right. Incredible. All right. New music from, at least new music from my listeners here. That is a song that's called The Holy Trail, and it is The Order of the One. We've got Rob Heinz, or
Canes with a K.
Keynes.
Like the ketchup.
Yes. And my friend Matt Presti. And who's the third member of this project?
Well, we're looking for one.
Oh, that's right. I'm
actually.
sorry. Yeah. Okay, that's right.
Somewhere
we
there's
just, we just mentioned that.
esoterically minded drummer out there with super skills.
But did you? Who played the drums on these tracks? You did.
We had hired guns.
Yeah, hired guns.
Yeah,
Okay, I was
yeah.
wrong. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
All right, very good. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Where are we? We are 4:27 or so. I'm expecting a call from Brian Johnson, who will be with us in a few minutes. And I've got a few new tracks from Brian. So I think what we'll do is probably play one from Brian here, and then get him. And then, actually, I think I'm going to wait to get him on the phone because maybe he has something that he'd like to play first. And I don't want to play. I got 3 songs from him, and I don't want to play something first that he wants to play last. And then, that's how thoughtful of a radio host I am. All right. So we're going to wait till Brian calls, and in the meantime, we will get back to our featured guest this afternoon, Rayce Kendrick. Since we got a second, Rayce, we know you're a Missouri guy originally. A little bit about your music background, if you don't mind.
Yeah, I was kind of late to the party and playing. I was somebody that graduated right around. Well, I got my first big kid job right after COVID, and I figured, and then so as soon as COVID hit, 2 weeks after that, I needed something to do to fill some time, so started playing guitar and kind of picking it up from there. And
so that was 2020.
2020, yeah, March
2020.
Yeah, I think I ordered the guitar and it came in April 2020 was when I got started, and got to playing with some fellas down at the actually at the liquor store in Booneville. So I call them behind their back my old man band, Throw in the Road, but they were the ones who kind of peer pressured me into start singing, and otherwise I probably wouldn't ever have, because I would, if you ever heard me singing in the shower, or any of my family did, they'd tell you that you shouldn't do that, So it took playing guitar and having those guys on my rear end to actually start trying to figure out how to sing.
Would you literally just went online and bought a guitar?
Yeah. Just got it was a ESP LTD, kind of Les Paul copy type thing. And yeah. Just like
so an electric is what you.
I mean, it started out.
Right?
It was like. I think that's a lot of people, whenever they first decide they want to start playing guitar and they don't think they can sing, they want to just start ripping into stuff, And so that's where it started.
I think I'm not a great guitarist, but I like to play, and I think first thing I did was want to play the electric for sure. Mm-hmm. And then of course once you play for a while, you realize if you get good on the acoustic, you can play the electric much better. Yeah, because it's a little bit more of a more forgiving neck and that kind of thing, right? All the action, all that stuff, right? But absolutely, there's something about the attraction of that.
Oh yeah,
electric guitar.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, for me, I think I was probably I think I was listening to that Black Keys, their blues. Oh. They have one album where it was all these blues covers, and maybe that came out later. But I think it was definitely Dan Auerbach type stuff. Whenever I decided to grab
those first few Black Keys records were just amazing. I think. Yeah, and very bluesy. And when it was just the two of those guys, before they started to bring in a whole bunch of other assists or whatever. But yeah, very cool. Yeah. All right. What about background? Do you have any music in your family? Your mother or father?
Dad could always sing real well. I mean, that's growing up. On the way to school, we'd be going. We called it the Army truck because I think it was Army camouflage. It probably was overseas somewhere or something. I don't know, but he used it as a feed truck, and didn't have a radio. But we would be singing Elvis a cappella all the way to school. He never would sing in front of anybody, but he always could sing real good. Mom, she can't sing at all, and honestly, I say sometimes after I learned how to sing that I think everybody can, that they can kind of figure out what their voice is able to do, and figure out what kind of stories they're able to tell. But then I think of her and I think, you know what, maybe not everybody, because
do you have brothers and sisters?
yeah, my sister can really sing. My brother, I think he probably could figure it out if he wanted to. I don't think he's like, I kind of do the fake cowboy singer thing. He's kind of, whenever I started doing the singing and guitar playing, he started getting into horses, and he's gotten pretty good on the rodeo team roping kind of thing right now.
No kidding.
So he's like, I don't really wear the cowboy hat too often, but if I do, it's it's a costume, but he can actually kind of do it.
He's a real cowboy.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, so I've got our call from Brian with us here, but quickly let's wrap this up. I've got one more question before we get to Bri. Do you have interest in putting a band together? Actually, two things. First of all, you reminded me of Gordon Lightfoot when I first heard you. I don't know if you know who he is, because I'm dating myself, but
I hear
outstanding Canadian singer-songwriter and a great guitar player actually as well. But anyway, when I heard you in Boone or in Jeff City, I thought, man, he fucking reminds me of
it's your show, right?
It's my own show. I'm normally the one that does it. So anyway, we usually just act like it didn't happen. So yeah, down there at Jeff City, that was the impression that I had. Are you familiar with it? I mean,
yeah. I mean, and probably have become more so because I probably hear that at a quarter of the gigs I go to.
Is that right? I guess. Yeah. Okay, so we similar
you're not
minds.
The only one. Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, hey, Rayce, take a break. Go chat with these guys for a few minutes, all right? And if anybody would like to join in with our conversation with Brian, just put a set of headphones on and you can hang out and hear what we're doing in here. So, but we are going to switch gears here pretty quickly here and say hello to my great friend Brian J. Good to hear from you. How are you, brother?
Hey, it's good to hear from
Brian,
you.
what's going on, my man?
Man, I wish I was in the same room with you both right now.
You are.
I am right now, metaphysically.
Right now.
Yeah, you're with us in spirit, and I can hear you good enough. Yeah. So, let's play. We got 3 new tracks, and actually, I want to talk with you a little bit about what's going on. But first, I want to set the mood with a new song. So let's play.
Okay.
Let's play one,
and then
we'll come back and chat for a few minutes. But I was actually going to play one before I had you on the air, and I was like, "Nah, I'm going to wait for Brian and let him tell me which one he'd like to hear first." So
Awesome.
So let's do that.
Okay, sweet. Well, let's do my latest and greatest. Gwyneth Paltrow just came out last week.
All right, I love it. Brand new music from Brian J. Check it out. This one's called Gwyneth Paltrow.
Looking at the world like it's all on repeat. Like, do you feel the step of my beat? Do you love the lows of my bass? Like, can you face my ebb and my flows? Can I invite you to match my pace? We should just question all that we know. I'm just sitting on this song, forcing words inside of my brain. Make your dreams for you on stage. Every word I write, it feels wrong. Do you question choices you make? Does life ever feel it's too prone? Nothing you do will leave a trace, but you still feel like you belong. Can't breathe when she talks to me, and I can't sing when she watches me work. But I can play a show to hundreds without a second thought at first. Have you ever had a falling out with a friend? It's a really sad song to write about. What do you do with a messed up mind? What do you do with your life? It depends. Life can be so damn complicated, but it really is what you make of it. Other moments down and faded, matter of fact, like yesterday. We don't have to get so down. You dream of flashing daylight. We don't have to get so down. Feel the sun above.
Yeah, I love it. All right, brand new music there from Brian J.
You never disappoint, my man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes.
There-
Love it.
The production is getting better and better. I'm just, I'm trying my hardest out here.
Well, it's. I mentioned before you were actually on the air that you and I have been friends, and I've been sort of following your career and listening to your music since you were quite a few years younger than you are now. And and actually, I want to actually ask you a question about that, because it's sort of about the evolution of you as an artist, and just the evolution of art and music in a general sense, because it happens to bands and individual artists or whatever. You can't help it. It's just part of the
changes
part of the process, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so for you, you were you used to go under the moniker Bummy.
Yes, for about 10 years.
Yeah, for quite a while. And so for people who aren't familiar, Brian J is the former Bummy, if it sounds familiar.
Yes. A lot of people are like, wait, you look familiar.
Now,
and I'm
is that actually the former Bummy? Or are you still sometimes performing and recording as Bummy in addition to
Bummy
Brian
has
J?
made an entire transition over to Brian J. Yeah.
Okay, so let's talk a little
Bummy
bit.
era
I
has
always
been
like
ended.
transitioning
So
to J.
did you just give me a little bit of the story about how that happened and why you decided to make the change like that, because it's a big deal. Because
for sure.
Right?
It was something that I had toyed with the idea of for probably like the last 4 years before I had actually done it. And, I never knew what I would change it to if I changed it. But I knew that I wanted to change it at some point. And within the last year, I just kind of realized, or I guess last 2 years, I really kind of realized I'm coming into myself. So my name just felt right to be my alias.
Yeah.
So Brian J is who I am, and I want my music to speak for itself. Bummy is kind of odd, and my music is very odd, but I want to show people just how odd I can be with the music they're hearing.
Well, I've always liked
fellow oddity right here, brother.
I've always liked what you do, and
Love
and I still do, and I've always been impressed that you do it all on your own, and that you're learning so much about production and making all your own beats and collaborating with cool people as well. So
yes, absolutely, that's always a part of it.
So
I think the best part about being a creative is doing as many things as you can. I kind of like the juggling act. You know what I mean? So as many things that I can do where I can express my creative and artistic expression, then yeah, I'm going for it.
So you have quite a few things going simultaneously then that you're working on, or you like bopping back and forth when you're creating? Is that a bit of how you go about the creative process, where you?
Yeah, for sure. I'd say at a time, but especially recently, I probably have 10 songs going at once. They're in their own kind of I guess processes of being finished. Some are closer than others, but there's always music that's being worked on.
Right.
Hey, Brian.
Just as you're feeling it, you're popping from one to the other.
Yeah, for sure. It's great to collaborate with people. So I'm always trying to find new people to collaborate with. So.
Sweet.
How important was the move west to Kansas City?
Yeah, dude. Going to school for music is just I didn't know
you didn't
how
know
it
what
was gonna
you didn't
feel.
know what you didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. But the faculty here at UCM is seriously really fantastic, and I've been doing really well. I've been getting good grades, straight A's, and yeah, I'm just ready to learn more and get better and just do what I do.
All right.
Rockin'.
Well, I always
You've always been aces with me, brother.
You have. Kurt's always had sort of a man crush on you, but that's all right. So.
That's okay. I
Getting
haven't
along
Right.
line.
He wouldn't be the first
line.
one, I don't think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia. We got Brian J with us on the phone this afternoon, and we got a couple more songs from Brian we're going to play. Trust Issues or Numb. What do you want to hear?
Let's do Numb. It's a little bit more of a chill one, a little bit more of a singy song one.
All right, we'll check it out. It's called Numb. You want to give us any more about it?
Yeah, it's a bit romantic, but it's also a bit moody. So hope you enjoy.
All right, cool. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. We've got Brian J. on the line with us this afternoon. We also have Rayce Kendrick in the studio with us. Matt Presti and Rob Caines are with us as well. Lots of great music this afternoon. We're going to keep it going. Here's a brand new one from Brian J. It's called Numb, and you're listening to it here on KOPN.
How can you trust a guy who can literally go f*** themselves?
To a geologist.
Don't you think that expression will come from the Adam and Eve story? When the snake tempted Eve to bite the apple? Hey, snakes were f***ing themselves long before Adam and Eve showed up.
Gotta cross a bear on my mind. Trust greatly decreasing over time. Thoughts that make me toss and turn, stabbing in the side, trickle down, feeling sour like the wine. Oh, I'm f***ed in my head, still trying to make it make sense. Trace steps to the end, face you like I once did. Guarding myself, heavy how did I fell? Guarding myself, heavy how did I fell? Thoughts that make me second guess, words you barely said, actions that you never did, promises were never kept. When I'm down, you turn away. When I'm up here in my face, I wish you would go away, go away, go away. Heavy hearted, I fail. Wait to carry no help, but could have buried me. Scarily intense, give a give what you did. Stuck got a hand in friendship. We still work together, now you spit in it. Had a solid connection, now it's all spinning. Getting better now, when the peace, ironic, isn't it? Far reaching to so many sleep desires. So listen, to the settle, what you kissing. Washing off the dishes. It's me with that bad shit, on the list, you got me on my session. I can't believe guarding myself, heavy hearted, I fell. You know, life for me, man, you can drag me down the hill. Guarding myself, heavy hearted, I fell. Heavy bills on my waist, but they get me neat. Decreasing over time. Thoughts that make me toss and turn, stabbing in the side, trickle down, feeling sour like the wine. Oh, I'm dead in my head, still trying to make it make sense. Trace steps to the end, face you like I once did. Guarding myself, heavy how did I fell? Oh yeah, guarding myself, heavy how did I fell? Too intense to bury me.
Right?
Yes,
yeah. How about it? All right.
yes.
So, actually, this is not the most professional radio show that you've ever heard.
What?
Which is
Yeah,
why.
come on, what's going on?
Which is why I just played a song called "Trust Issues" as opposed to the one called "Numb" that we were going to play.
But that's okay. Some things are meant to be.
It is. Some things are meant to be. So,
that's,
all right.
That's going to be the
First
next
time I've
song
heard
that
this
comes
is a
out
radio
anyways.
show.
Really? Is that right?
Yes. I was going to delay previewing it, but, there it is. So, excited.
That's the way we roll here, Bryce. So, Okay, so
I love it. We roll with fate.
Special.
we do have another track though that is called "Numb," so we're definitely going to hear that one too. But since we just played "Trust Issues," tell us a little bit about that song. All right.
Well, the sample in the beginning is from The Sopranos. If anybody listening was wondering.
I thought so. I wasn't sure, but I thought, yeah.
Yeah, the song's about having trust issues. It's about issues with communication or just underlying issues with trust as itself. I'll probably be doing an interesting video for it involving illusions. So,
well, I'll tell you what. In the year 2025, trust is a very important thing, and illusions are a very important thing as well. They're both, one is extremely prominent, and the other one is very rare. So, yeah,
well said.
Important for sure. So, I just love what you're doing. I'm always thinking, what will be the catalyst that snaps you up to the next level, and I'm thinking it's really just a matter of time, and you just continuing to do what you do, make friends.
I think so too.
Avoid the assholes, and just keep doing what you're doing because you really are. You're really making great stuff, Brian.
Thank you, Mike. I really appreciate it. I
hear a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? And I hear a lot of stuff too. And it's like I'm not blowing smoke. It's like normally, if I don't like it, I just don't say anything. But when I like it, I got to say so. But anyway, it's absolutely outstanding. So, all right.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
So, are you performing out and about at all?
Well, I just did a show with Kareem, who we were talking about earlier.
Kareem was
on.
Then,
yeah, he was with us a couple of weeks ago. Outstanding. Another great artist.
Yeah, dude, he's great. And I was going to play a show in KC, but I had issues, working a real job, a 9 to 5.
Yeah,
so.
I get you.
Yep.
All right, well, that'll come, my friend. That's
Oh yeah, absolutely.
We call it the music
that's the one thing I know.
Distractions.
Yeah. All right, so plans for the rest of summer. Are you still in school over summertime, or are you off right now and then you're back in August or September?
Yeah, I'm off during summer right now, but during mid-August, I'm pretty sure school starts back up.
You're back at it. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right. Let's.
How about some shows in Columbia, Missouri?
Well, yeah. Actually, you did a show here You did a show here a month and a half ago or so.
I threw one at Cafe B recently, and that one was really fun. I did that with the Park is the band. I say their Instagram handle.
Right, the Park. Right.
The Park is a band. Yes, they are.
They are a band. That's right.
But if you want to check them out on Instagram, there it is. The Park is a band.
All right. So. Well, obviously, you're always welcome here. You got an open invitation here at the station, and I when you come back and do another show around here, just make sure you let us know, and we'll try to rally the troops and come out and say hi. So,
oh yeah, absolutely.
In the meantime, okay, you're just gonna kind of you're just doing what you're doing.
Yeah, working on an album, trying to get more shows. I've been taking a break of booking shows because for a while, I hosted my own events for probably the first 5 years that I was really like getting gigs.
Right.
And after that point, at this point, I'm focusing on my production and just growing and making music and, taking gigs where I can get them.
Hey, the next time we talk, we got to talk about the tech side of it. I want to hear what kind of software you're using, what kind of devices you're using, and
that's definitely what's evolved the most.
It's because I know that's extremely rabbit hole-ish and very cool. But
yes, it's very fun. A lot of my performance is not just vocal anymore. It used to be with a lot of the rap music that I was making, but nowadays I'm making a lot of blends between pop and rap and electronic and other electronic genres like techno and house. So
yeah,
it's fun.
Very cool. All right, let's play Numb, and we will say toodaloo. All right.
Okay, sounds good.
Once again,
Mike.
even though I was there are two different types of Deloos. All right, one is toodaloo, and one is toodaloo. Okay, so anyway, Numb. You told us about it before. Tell us again.
It's a romantic song that's moody or sad.
Yeah, people were expecting a romance song, and I played.
Yeah, I know.
I played Trust Issues.
That
was perfect, Bri.
That's the only romance I've ever known.
All right.
Whoops.
hang around for a few minutes and we'll say goodbye, but let's listen to this last one, okay?
Oh, yeah.
All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. This is Numb, and it's Brian J.
In the flesh.
You put a cigarette out on your finger. You shut me out when you feel numb. And the embers glow from those kisses in the night. A moon crashed over the clouds, the light catches your eyes. You turn when you hear my name. Does it make you mine? I drink the poison after the fight. Not on my instinct, if I'm for right. Oh, you want me to keep on? It's alright. How long until we make up and apologize? I just can't wait till we're out of time.
All right. Brian, I love it.
Thank you.
Well done, my man.
Very, very cool.
Thank
I love
you.
making
Thank
it,
you
so.
for the tunes.
Yeah, no doubt, man. I love it. So just keep it going, all right?
Absolutely. Will do. Hey, pleasure to be on and talk to you guys again.
Always
as
great.
always.
Great to talk to you. And like I said, make sure you let me know if you got anything going on here in Como. And if I come out that way, I'll give you a buzz and we'll go out and have lunch or something, all right?
Remember, the door's
Please
always
do,
open, man.
and
Pop in.
I'll see you at Booch's.
But you know it, brother. All right, Brian J. Hey, if people want to find you and get in touch with you or follow you on social, or if they want to get you to do a gig or whatever, how do they do that?
Yeah, I'm pretty much only on Instagram as of right now, so that's Brian J, BrianJ.music on Instagram.
All right, Brian J.
And then Brian J on all streaming platforms.
No question.
Last song, Gwyneth Paltrow. Go check it out.
I love it. All right. Cheers, brother. I'll talk to you soon, all right?
Yep, talk to you soon.
All right, later.
Peace out, guys.
Cheers.
Bye, Kurt.
Yeah, see you, brother. How we going?
All right, I love it. Brian J. All right, great new music from a good friend of ours, Columbia native, and now doing cool stuff out there in Kansas City area, right? So, okay, so let's get back now to the order of the one. We have Matt Presti. We have Rob Caines in the studio. We heard one from them just a little bit ago. We're going to hear another one called Black Swan
Speaking of new music.
In a few minutes. What's do you have plans for the if you get this drummer? Are you planning on being serious about it? Like you gonna do some shows and play around, or you just want to do some studio stuff, or what's happening?
Absolutely, we plan to tour in time, but first of all, we're trying to build up a body of work so that we can do all originals and really get the band tight. I'll be doing backup vocals, so I'll have to learn how to sing and play at the same time. There's a few minor things like that that have to be worked out.
All right. But the aspiration is there to do some larger things.
Yeah, in about a year or so, I think we would be working on touring and playing out.
Okay, all right. Sort of a side note here, but Matt is a multi-instrumentalist, but he's also sort of a multi-interested person as well, and he's involved in some things that aren't particularly music related. He does a podcast of his own called The Exploration of Consciousness. He also, I'm not sure exactly what your relationship with the museum is now these days, but maybe you could just kind of bring us up to snuff on some of that other stuff real quick.
Yeah, sure. You were, by the way, the first guest on the reboot of the Exploration of Consciousness podcast, and the original first guest on the one that was uploaded at 33.6 on the old modem.
Well, I'm honored to be both. Thank you very much. Yes.
Yeah,
and I'm looking forward to talking again sometime soon, and we'll get our old buddy John.
Would love to have you guys back on, for sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and I was president of the University of Science and Philosophy for 7 years, formerly the Walter Russell Foundation, based out of Virginia. And if you guys aren't familiar with Walter Russell, do yourself a favor and visit philosophy.org and just get a grok at it. It's really amazing stuff. Sacred geometry. I call him the most famous unknown man in the world, but everything there is going well. The museum's doing really well. I'd say it's in the top 10 largest museums in the state of Virginia.
Remarkable. From nowhere 5 years ago.
Yeah.
I mean, really remarkable.
Yeah. And it's, a lot of people just really, some break into tears when they see the man's artwork, 40 tons plus of art and sculpture and all kinds of things.
And a brilliant mind on the scientific side as well. So,
absolutely.
Amazing. Yeah. So Walter Russell, check him out if you haven't. It's one of those tributaries off the mainstream of the river in history that is a really worthwhile exploration. So, all right. Thank you very much, Matt. I love it. Let's play this one called Black Swan, and then we're going to get back to Rayce here at the top of the hour. Tell us a little bit about Black Swan.
Well, Black Swan typically in ancient cultures or at least it's been inverted such that it, typically symbolizes a bad event like 9/11 or the stock market crash or something like that. So
and an unpredictable event.
Unpredictable. And so we're trying to reinvert that symbol now. It's all about overcoming, and it's about overcoming the world and finding, basically finding your inner strength.
All right. That's enough. All right. This is the Order of the One. Again, new music for us certainly here on the radio show. It's called Black Swan. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Back in a few.
This meaning that I
Oh, yeah. Wow. All right. The Order of the One.
And that's orderoftheone.com if anybody's interested.
All right. Orderoftheone.com. That's Matt Presti, Rob Caines, and a drummer to be named later. So, and incredible. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. All right. So thank you, guys. Again, online. Orderoftheone.com.
Orderoftheone.com, OOTO for short. We're only out of the office part-time. So.
right.
Or out of the ordinary, as my wife says.
There you go.
All right. We will visit with you guys again soon.
Thanks so much,
right?
Mike.
Hey,
really appreciate it.
What we need to do is get you up here, and we'll get the three. Once we have three of you, we'll do a live performance here.
That would be awesome.
Well, just keep in mind that the next
here
song
at the
we're
station.
writing is 20 minutes long. So
Yeah.
That's all right. Inagata Devita, man. Right? I don't care. Right?
Exactly.
Okay, it's Open Mic Radio, and let me quickly say that some of the funds for this program are provided by listener support and through a donation from Socket. As a locally owned internet, phone, and telecommunications provider for Missouri homes and businesses, Socket is proud to support community radio in Columbia, and we appreciate them as well, and throughout Missouri. More information about Socket is available at socket.net or by calling 1-800-SOCKET. That is not suck it, by the way. All right, that is Socket, S-O-C-K. That's a whole nother, it's a 900 number, actually, the other one. So this is 1-800-SOCKET, T-H-R-E-E. Socket 3, all right? Socket, unusually good internet, unusually good service, and you are listening to Open Mic Radio, unusually good on KOPN. All right, so... all right, I love you guys, and Matt, you're awesome. Let's do the exploration of consciousness. I can say that. Eventually, I'll be able to say it, but I'm not going to say it now. So let's do another show, and let's get Shellyak to say hi. I'd love it.
Absolutely.
All right.
Absolutely.
Okay, I will see you soon. Stick around and hang out for Rayce. We got some awesome music for the rest of the show here. Okay.
It'll be Spinal Tap 2.0, right, Rob?
They're actually doing that, right?
Yeah, I know.
Well, the camera failed here, and I guess that's just like the movie.
But is Spinal Tattoo actually happening, though? I think it actually is.
It is.
It's coming out in September. Yeah.
All right,
September.
very cool. All right,
Thanks,
so we'll debut that here on radio in September. Yeah, we'll just play the audio for Spinal Tap. So, all right, so top of the hour, close enough. Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Rayce Kendrick with us this afternoon as well, and we heard a couple from Rayce during the first part of the show, and we're gonna kind of set him loose here and let him do his thing for a good 30-35 minutes or so. Rayce, do you have plans to put a band together? I think I may have asked you that before we at the last segment, but I want to ask again.
One just kind of accidentally happened just here recently. We played our second show last night, and we're calling ourselves Rayce Kendrick and the Blue Highway. And Blue Highway, stolen from the Blue Highways book, William Lee Heat Moon, who actually lives here in town.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
So we just kicked that off. I got some guys together that.
What would be the makeup of that band?
Right now we're drums and guitar and me doing this thing here.
Okay.
The acoustic and vocals, and I got some fellas some good friends of mine from a long time. They came on for an album project, and we got one of them's from St. Louis, one of them's in Boonville, and we were having a good time jamming and getting things ready for that, and we just decided that we might as well just take it on the road. So still looking for a bass player, but yeah, man, they're killer players.
But your lifestyle and your I guess your situation in general allows you to pretty much do whatever.
I'm in a pretty good pocket right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got a.
Man, do it now. Take advantage of it while you can. Absolutely.
Yeah, and it works out. They're in a different stage of life right now, but it works. I think they're in a different pocket that it works really well for, and I think we're all of us are kind of all in on this thing right now, so it's feeling pretty cool. Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm excited about what you're doing. I really like your style, and you got a really unique vocal sort of thing. So I'm going to just kind of say thank you for being here, and thanks to everyone out there who's been listening. Continue, please, to do so for another hour or so. We've got Rayce for the next 45-50 minutes or so. Stick around, Rashomba and a reggae party after that. And then and then we'll just roll along here on KOPN like we do. So, all right, we will hand it over now to Mr. Rayce Kendrick. Make yourself comfortable and enjoy yourself for the next 30 minutes or so. And I'll jump in once or twice to say KOPN, but it's all you, all right?
Right on. All right, appreciate you.
All right, KOPN Open Mic Radio. This is Rayce Kendrick.
Driving this truck on a mountain road, I got a hot rod rig and I'm flying low. My eyes are filled with diesel smoke, hairpin curves ain't no joke. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. Well, I was out last night drinking beer with the guys, got an aching head and bloodshot eyes. I wound up with a pretty little dame and I didn't even know her name. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. If I deliver this hotshot freight, I gotta get it going cause I'm running late. These mountain grades are mighty steep, I can't stay awake, ain't had no sleep. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. Bottom of the grade, and she's got the coffee already made. I gotta keep my eyes upon the road, cause I'm going downhill with a heavy load. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. Well, I must have closed my eyes for a while, cause here I am and I'm running wild. I burned my brakes, stripped my gears, gonna have to ride her down, I fear. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. Well, I wish I'd left the women alone, but it's too late now and I think I'm gone. I got myself into this fix just because I tried to mix. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. Diesel smoke, dangerous curves. Alrighty, thank you guys. So that last song there was a tune by, I'm gonna go ahead and throw on these headphones just so I can hear what's going on. But that last tune was by Red Simpson, and that was a old trucker cover from the 60s. And whenever I did the trucking thing for a little bit, and I probably listened to more Red Simpson than anybody else, and actually I don't think that's going to work.
You got headphones? Or
that's all right.
So you got volume?
Yeah, we'll go without them.
I can work it around behind you.
Well, let's try that. Appreciate you. But yeah, so those songs I did earlier were some trucker songs I wrote, and that one is, thank you. That'll work.
Volume for your headphones is right to the left.
Okay, right on. All right. So, anyways, yeah. So that was Red Simpson. I listened to a bunch of him, and a lot of those old trucker tunes from the '60s. They had a lot of similar themes. There's lots of songs about just having a girl in every town and everything like that. And it'd be cool if you could manage it, I guess. But this song I wrote is meant to contrast that a little bit. Songs are my only company. Well, it's good and bad, happy and sad. Soon the days begin to drag. But how I'd like to sing about a girl back home. not those I know out on the road. I look for fuel, one thing will do, playing songs in some bar room. It ain't quite what I'd planned for life, and I'm yet without a wife. When the lights come on, the songs come out, and a few folk trickle in. Many a friend I've made along the way, but how I'd like to sing about a girl back home, not those I know out on the road. Sun comes up, I'll earn my buck, hauling freight from state to state. I might roll through some big old town, those who live to drown. Unready mails, hidden details, claustrophobias in current form. I prefer my cab to the stab of a knife you can't grab. But when I get home, it don't take long before I'd like to get gone. 'Cause there ain't nothing waiting in this house but the blues. And how I'd like to sing about a girl back home, not those I know out on the road.
Oh yeah.
Thank you, fellas.
Hey, Rayce, let me jump in real quick and say you're listening to KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM. My name is Mike Hagan. This is Open Mic Radio. Our featured guest this afternoon is Rayce Kendrick. And, Rayce, you have an interesting vocal style as well. There's a little bit of a waver in your voice. Is that a natural thing, or did you have to learn that, or is that just sort of like...
That's something I think I've had people comment on before, and it's an accident. And
that's just the way you sing.
Yeah.
Happy accident.
And the...
Well, I'm not gonna say I sound like Elvis at all, but whenever I listened to Elvis more than anybody else growing up, and he's got a real fast vibrato like that.
Yeah.
And I think I probably just from a kid, probably accidentally picked that up.
Well, as far as sort of current sounds in my head, I mentioned Gordon Lightfoot earlier, and I apologize if comparing you to other artists. I know sometimes artists don't like that. It's like, but it's sort of a natural thing. You just sort of have to almost, right? It's like, what do you sound like? But what you want as an artist is to be compared to people that are really good.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's okay.
I'm cool with that.
But I don't know if you're familiar with Coulter Wall.
Yeah.
But you certainly have a little bit of a Coulter Wall thing there as well. So let's keep it going here. It's Rayce Kendrick here on Open Mic Radio this afternoon, KOPN Columbia 89.5 FM, and let's keep it going, brother.
All right, right on.
Thank you very much.
Listen to probably after Elvis, probably more Waylon than anybody. So I'm going to do a Waylon tune.
Yeah, outstanding.
On a Greyhound bus, Lord, I'm traveling this morning. I'm going to Shreveport, down to New Orleans. Been traveling these highways
It's been making me lonesome on reading me. Now her hair was jet black and her name was Codeine. Thought she was a cream of the Basin Street Queens. And she got tired of that smoky wine dream and began to feel lonesome on Red Mean. Got together and we cashed in our sweeps and gave them to a beggar who was mumbling through the streets. There's no escaping from a snowy white dream. He was born looking lonesome on Red Mean. Now I'm down in this valley where the wheels turn so low. At dawn I pray to the Lord of my soul. I say, dear Lord, do right by me. You know I'm tired of being lonesome on Red Mean. You know I'm tired of being lonesome, whoa, on Red Mean. You know I'm tired of being lonesome, whoa, on Red Mean.
All right, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, so I did that song to kind of set up this next song. I take a lot of influence from Waylon and Willie and a lot of those 60s and 70s country songwriters, and I've gotten obsessed with them and read a lot of their biographies. And one of the accidental things that happens when you do that is you get a real clear picture for what the songwriter culture was in Nashville in the 60s and 70s, how they all interacted. And there's a story about Waylon whenever he was wasn't Waylon yet, but Tom T. Hall was Tom T. Hall, and they were all sitting around in coffee shops at like 2 or 3 in the morning because they're all high on speed. So that's not the romantic part I'm talking about. But he was sitting there and he was with a piece of paper, and Tom T. Hall came up to him and Waylon's just some random guy, and he says, "What are you up to?" He said, "I'm just trying to write this here song." And Tom T. Hall just sat down next to him, wrote a song with Waylon, and that was just kind of how it was. And there's a bunch of stories about this, just how it was all community. Country music wasn't making any money at the time, and
that's what it takes. You got to have a situation where there's no money involved, because then it's authentic and camaraderie and friendship, and everybody just trying to work for their own thing.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
And that's what it's all about.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so whenever you go there now, which I was late to the party as far as just even going to Nashville to visit, and we had a great time. Don't get me wrong. But it ain't the same place that they were talking about in those books.
That's right. Hey, can I ask you a question really quickly before we play some more music? You mentioned that you only recently, in the last few years, started playing and singing and stuff. What were you doing before that? Were you a professional of some sort, or are you independently wealthy, or?
I'm definitely not. This ain't the only thing I'm doing right now.
Okay. Yeah.
And I'd work.
So you're a working man too. You're doing what you got to do to.
Okay. Yeah. So grew up on. I never was much of a farmer, but I grew up kind of helping Dad with that kind of stuff, and went off and did some website stuff for a little bit because I was just trying to find something to do to be creative, and I hadn't found this yet.
Right.
I was I went marketing like a lot of people that I think who want to do something creative do. They go to that field, and I got into that, and it was more. I did project management stuff, so it was less creative and more managing, and I got tired of that, and I kind of threw that out the window metaphorically, and that's where the truck driving came in, because I was just like, I was starting to do this, I was starting to get into it, and I was like, I want to give it a real shot and have the mental space to actually try to write some songs and not just go home and not want to do anything. So
right.
I figured I'd just hop in the truck and just take off.
I love it. I love it.
We got a lot of cool stories out of it.
I tell you what, sometimes you just have to go into the wind, as my grandfather used to say. He'd say, Mike, sometimes you just have to go into the wind, and what he meant was take a chance, take a leap, just go off into the unknown and do something that maybe nobody's expecting you to do. It doesn't matter. Just go, and see what happens. It's like a serendipitous adventure, and you'll find all kinds of interesting things along the way. Is what happens, right?
Have something you're pointing at, but then if something cooler shows up, like be ready to kind of veer off a little bit.
Fantastic.
Yeah, actually, I'm gonna change what the song I was gonna do. Actually, I think.
Well, it's your party this afternoon, my friend. You can play whatever you like, and I will mention that you're listening to Open Mic Radio on KOPN Columbia. Our guest this afternoon is Rayce Kendrick, and he's an outstanding young singer-songwriter and performing for us this afternoon. I'm thrilled that he's here. Thank you for being here, and looking forward to see what he does here in the future. So
appreciate you having me, Mike.
Yeah, love it, man.
All right, I changed it back. I'm going to do the Nashville. This is the Nashville song. Posting the notice, I'm in need of a new old Nashville. Just hold the speed, 'cause what I wouldn't give to be in Sue's Bornest with Waylon and Roger. What a place to forget. And because by invite or hitchhike, folks from every highway would wind up together, writing songs in the cafe, the Opry every Saturday, then bringing home to Tootsie's a tight crew of misfits, just the kind that's suiting me. So where do I go to fill this need for a new old Nashville? But here I'm on Broadway, some dude on the stage. It's the sixth time I heard this song today, so I'll shuffle on down past the lights and the crowd, and I'll stare at that river till the reflection drowns this new Nashville without the record store. There's bridal parties everywhere. There ain't a steel guitar inside. A pop star owns every bar. And it's not to say it's not fun. The players here play it hard. It's just to say it ain't the same for those who came with their guitars. So where do I go to
Yes, sir. All right, Mr. Rayce Kendrick. What's the name of that song?
New Old Nashville.
And that was written...
like as far as when?
Yeah.
Probably a year ago, I'd say, is whenever I finished it, something like that. There is somebody else that has songwriter credit on that. Another gal that's really getting after it on the circuit, Chloe Hecker. Good. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna out her. She wrote one word on that song, but it was an
important word.
It was an important word because I didn't have the last chorus yet, and I had the word shows instead of drowns, and I was gonna reminisce on the old Nashville again. And she said, "Well, that doesn't rhyme." She said, "Drowns would rhyme." I was like, "Well, you're right." And then once we put that in there, I was like, "Oh, I could go this direction." Not to trash on New Nashville too much, but I could trash on New Nashville. So.
All right, so all right, we'll tip of the hat to the young lady who helped Rayce out with that lyric, and she's doing her own thing.
If you haven't heard about her, there's nobody probably in the area who's doing more shows than her.
And she's a local girl as well.
She's from St. Elizabeth. She plays Jeff City a ton.
Okay.
She's actually recording a ton right now.
What's her name? Maybe we'll try to get her on the show. Maybe.
Yeah, Chloe Hecker.
Chloe Hecker.
Yep. So Hecker spelled Hoecker.
Yes. Okay.
Yep.
Another good German spelling there.
Yep,
So okay.
yep.
All right. Very good. Okay. So let's. We are about 5:31. We've got a good 15 minutes or so left for Mr. Rayce Kendrick to play some more for us. And you're listening to it here on Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Big thank you to Matt Presti and Rob Caines came in to visit us from the St. Louis area, playing some great rock and roll. Also a shout out to my good friend Brian Johnson, Brian J. out there, Kansas City way, making great beats and really impressing me with the stuff that he's doing as a young artist. So anyway, we appreciate all the music and you all listen out there. Thank you very much. I'm getting a bunch of text messages here on my phone saying they're appreciating the show, and that's why we do it. So
thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for tuning in. Exactly. All right. And whether you're on the air at 89.5 FM or you're streaming on the web at kopn.org or what org. That's right. kopn.org. All right. We love y'all. All right. Back to Rayce Kendrick.
Awesome. And I just want to say too, man, those guys that was really cool. Listen to the Order of the One. I was out chatting with them in the hallway, so I didn't get to hear Brian's. Was it Brian's?
Yeah.
Stuff as much, so I had to check him out. But man, those guys that were sitting here were something else.
Right on. All right. Rayce Kendrick, Open Mic Radio, KOPN.
Okay. The last thing I want to do is drive back home thinking of you, dreaming you were sitting beside me. You got it all and you're right on track, and I'd sure hate to hold you back from being everything that you could be. Now after some time apart, that burn for you starts to depart, but the bullet that you fired is still inside. You're headstrong and moving on, and I've lived this same way too long, forgotten how to let love be my guide. But something is awakened by the truth behind your eyes, and my whole world is shaking, but I don't know what's right. It won't be long till we're all dead, and when this body's laid to rest, I won't be the fella who fell for good enough. So I'll drop the pen and turn the key, and I hope you'll hop in with me and see just what there is in store for us. But something is awakened by the truth behind your eyes, and my whole world is shaking, but I don't know what's right. The last thing I want to do is drive back home thinking of you,
dreaming you were sitting beside me.
Wow.
Thank you. Go ahead and roll right into it. I think I might be a little. I'm gonna move this dude back a little. I'm about to rip into it a little bit harder than that last one.
I missed you at first, hoped we'd still be friends. Too deeply entrenched for the whole thing to end. And then I saw you with him, and it really sank in. And I wished I could want you to be just a friend. But you're less than a friend, less than a friend. Why did I lie to myself? It's not that you tried to not care or lie. You lasted all of 2 weeks by yourself. Not saying it's wrong, just that it hurts. You made it clear what you thought I was worth. I tried to be someone whom you could depend, but you never were more than less than a friend. Less than a friend, less than a friend. Why did I lie to myself? It's not that you tried to not care or lie. You lasted all 2 weeks by yourself. So don't look back now that there's space. Just walk till you no longer can make out my face. It's not your fault, we don't have to bend. We just weren't meant to be more than less than friends.
Oh, yeah. Wow. So, all right, so good point. That's amazing, and I want to jump in real quick because we're getting tight on time, and I want to get at least a couple more songs. But you know, the play on words in the country song is sort of the bar, right? The bar that you're trying to, because there's been some wonderful plays on words over the years, and that is outstanding.
Well, you know, and that one,
I just think it's great.
I really appreciate it. That one, you know, it's because that's the truth of what you're saying. But for me, like, so one of my favorite, if not my favorite writers, is Billy Joe Shaver. Wrote the whole Honky Tonk Heroes album, and he was one of those guys where everything he did was autobiographical, and I think everything he wrote, he felt in his belly before he put it on paper, and so to me it was an accident that it came out being like kind of a clever sounding kind of a phrase,
right?
But because that was exactly what it was feeling like. It was like, dang, you know, it was cool being your friend before we tried this thing out, and now we aren't. So, and we aren't even, you know. So that's pretty much the whole deal.
No, I get it, and I think many of us have been there, you know. So, very cool. All right, let's. We've got time. How about we do two more?
Two more,
and then we'll talk for a few minutes, kind of wrap things up a little bit, and then we'll save one more for the end of the show. Okay?
One more for the end?
57 more!
All right. 74 more from Rayce Kendrick. It's Open Mic Radio. KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. All right, Rayce.
All right.
If I call my foe the evil kind, an evil act of mine is justified. The truth becomes too hard. I'm going to start that over. I didn't say it, but I was wanting to.
KOPN Columbia, let's do it again. I love it.
Thanks,
Rayce Kendrick. All right.
If I call my friend, or call my foe the evil kind, an evil act of mine is justified. The pain of my neighbor is clear as seen that my brother crossed the line. And though I've shame to sympathize, I know for what they fight ain't all a lie. If I call my foe the evil kind, an evil act of mine is justified. If I say that he is lacking brains, that means I get to skip the talking stage. When the truth becomes too hard to bear, it's easier to tear up our shared page. And if that were where I was born, it's likely that I'd think the same way. If I say he's lacking brains, that means I get to skip the talking stage. And so pick your poison, pick the right side. You just better hope it's the same one as mine. You gotta hold steady, no questions at all. If you start to wonder, I'll help you fall. Yeah, pick your poison. Did you pick the right side? Now flip it around. The same rules apply. Pick the right side. If you flip it around, the same rules apply. If you flip it around, the same rules apply. Thank you.
Another one, Rayce.
All right.
Well, I do suppose there's honey in Minnesota. There's a girl sweeter than an apple on Lake Waconia. And if I could ever find a line that'd get her on another ride, oh, I'd probably freeze. Whoa, that's okay. Her smile'd melt the cold away. Never been much of a smooth talker, but the sight that night had me walking straight to her. She shone brightly in my eyes, the softest and the kindest light. I was in a haze, and she met my gaze. We danced ourselves the night away. We went out for breakfast the next morning. Said, let the road take us where it wants to. We took the car pretty far, wound up at a house selling honey jars, and my review, oh, it was pretty sweet, but not near like that in the passenger seat. Yellow hair and gravy eyes, a voice that wasn't too high. That Minnesota honey, she's the sweetest thing I've seen. Knew it wouldn't be long before our time was through. Something that good never really can be true. She left town the other day. I hate to say she went away. She's long gone, now just a song, one I'll always hold on to. Yellow hair and gritty eyes, a voice that wasn't too high. That Minnesota honey, she's the sweetest thing I've seen.
All right, outstanding stuff from Mr. Rayce Kendrick. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM. Quickly, let me say hi to Richie Poo out there, Rosh Shimba, listening on the show. Although he'll be heading this way soon. We also have Christian listening from Colorado Springs. Peter, Matt, Josh, Aaron. Steve, Charles, Lucas, Dylan, Scott, Stacy, lots of people sending notes and saying hi. So thank you to all of you. We appreciate you listening, and been a fun show this afternoon. And we've got a couple minutes here. We're just going to kind of wrap things up with Rayce and find out what he's got planned for the rest of the summer and the fall. What's happening?
As far as musically, I'm gonna be all over.
You're booking it, right? I mean, you're trying to really get busy.
Trying to get after it. Yeah, I'm probably playing at least most of the time 2 to 3 gigs a week, and
mostly regional stuff here in.
Mostly regional stuff here. As far as I'll ever go is Kansas City or Herman, kind of either way. And,
okay.
Or I mean, not that I'm opposed to going further, but that's just
for now. That's the circle. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
I like I said, I love going to Jeff City. And I'd say keep an eye out for if the gig you see. I mean, mostly post stuff on Facebook on events.
So if people want to find you online, it's Rayce Kendrick.
Just Rayce Kendrick Music, RAYCE.
RAYCE Kendrick, KENDRICK.
You got it.
He is cousins with Kendrick Lamar, and they do a great hip hop thing together. It's called Rayce Kendrick Lamar, and you can catch them out and about as well.
Right. We're supposed to keep that on the down low.
Keep that on the DL. All right. So
I will add one thing about that with the band I was talking about earlier. We're calling ourselves the Blue Highway. So if you see one of those gigs that says Rayce Kendrick and the Blue Highway, I'm trying to keep it with I'm using one picture for that with some boots going out of a window. Laying down in the seat.
Okay.
But anyways, keep an eye out for that because that's a party whenever those guys are with me. And I want to shout out to them too.
Yeah.
Brad Shue on the drums and Jason Choate on the guitar. Just incredible music people.
And how'd you run into those guys?
The fellas that whenever I first started playing, Brad was one of them. Brad's a recovered alcoholic that was working at the liquor store. And which
wow, yeah.
I don't know. It's almost kind of
that's like a recovered Catholic working at the church.
Yeah.
But yes, I'm just thinking to myself, I don't work at the church, but I am a recovered Catholic.
So we were a lot of us were hanging out there playing, and that's where I played with Thoreau and the Road. One of the guys that was friends with one of those guys, and Thoreau and the Road. We used the
great.
Henry David Thoreau.
Yeah. Thoreau in the Road. That's fantastic.
But Jason was friends with one of those guys, and he started coming around, and he's just an incredible guitar player. So they're all neither of them was like really. Brad made his living as a drummer down in the Florida scene for a long time. He's 67. He's 67 now. He's kind of been like a mentor and just a really good friend of mine. And but he's just been playing guitar whenever we were hanging out at the liquor store, and whenever I started getting this project going, whenever we have had a chance to play with him on the drums, there's nobody that I'd rather have behind me. And so it was really cool to have him do the studio thing or get ready for that. And then whenever Jason jumped in, they're just incredible. And what I'm really, really fortunate for them because like being around the Columbia scene, I know a lot of people do a lot of projects. And these guys are as good a musicians as you could hope to have. And we're all singularly focused on,
Hey, that's a big deal because you're right, because there are a lot of people that do a lot of different things, and focus is important. And if you tend to, I get it. If you're multi,
you do a lot of things okay.
You can do a lot of things okay, but if you really put your mind to one thing, it tends to be probably the best that you can do.
So check out that check out that band whenever you guys get
All
a
right,
chance.
Blue Highway with Rayce Kendrick.
Yeah,
Okay.
man.
All right, let's get one more from Rayce, and then we will think about rolling out of here and hand things over to Rush Shumba and Reggae Party coming at you just a little bit here. Okay. All right. So, Rayce, you got one last one for us here. You want to give us a little preface, or?
Earlier, I mentioned about how I metaphorically threw my computer out the window and went and jumped in a semi.
Right.
This song, I wrote the first couple verses before I did this. This is actually the first song I ever started to write. And then it took me 4 or 5 years to write these last 2 verses. I just wrote them about a month ago, trying to get ready for the studio deal. And it worked out that the song took a while to write, because I feel like the first 2 verses were from this place of
kind of like a long truck drive.
Well, yeah, it was me hating my life at the time, or at least my professional life, and I worked with some good people, but just wasn't my thing.
I get it.
And then the second 2 verses, I kind of had the wisdom to look back on them a little bit.
All right, I love it. All right, it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Rayce Kendrick, one last one for us before we wrap things up here, and anytime you're ready, Rayce.
Running in circles and you don't know what it's costing. You'll fight to keep afloat, but the river never stops. There's no way of it telling the bottom from the top. But it don't make a damn difference if you don't roll on that wave. We weren't made to reach for mediocrity. Pull the blindfold from your eyes, you just might well now see. Doesn't come to you checked all the boxes. You'll never quite reach the place you think you spotted. You'll dig a little deeper and try to just get by. But how long will you ponder? Is it till the day you die? Think you'll let them down. Get moving and you'll see it's the other way around. I've lived it and I tell you, it ain't that big a deal to open up the door and make that first step real. You're running in circles and you don't know what it's costing. You'll fight to keep afloat, but the river never stops. There's no way of it telling the bottom from the top.
All right. Amazing. All right. Rayce Kendrick in the studio this afternoon. Shout out to Jeff Arago out there listening in, and a note from him. Jeff. Rayce is in the studio, and he is performing today, and he is awesome.
Yeah.
So, very cool stuff.
Performing. Woo!
Yeah, this afternoon, fun show. So
really
thank you all for
appreciate
listening. We're
you
going
fellas.
to wrap things up here, but Rayce, thank you, my friend.
Huh?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you so much for this. This is a lot of fun.
Yeah, very cool, and we'll be in touch and keep an eye on you on out and about. Okay.
All righty.
All right. Also, open invitation if you're ever around on a Saturday afternoon, just stop in and say hi if you got something going on. All right.
Sweet.
So,
all right, we'll do.
All right. So it's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia, 89.5 FM.
Hey, Mike, can I just say a big thank you or a big hello to my good friends down at Cafe Berlin?
For sure.
And if people can get down there and see the Mickey Jameson and Close Encounters tonight.
Mickey Jameson?
Yeah.
Mickey plays the bass with
Trevor Felipe Band as well. That's how I'm going to pronounce it.
Right, but
King
he's actually been here in the studio with us a couple of times.
Yes.
He's an outstanding bass player, but he's played with Samantha Furkey, who's an amazing jazz vocalist, and also Hallam George. Him and Mickey do some stuff together, but Mickey's a super talented bass player.
That's tonight down at Cafe Berlin, and I would like to encourage everybody also to come check things out Monday night at the Community Showcase.
Are you performing?
Community Showcase.
Will you be performing?
I'm if you want to call it that.
Holy frog.
Some people will debate whether or not it's a performance.
Holy frog.
I want to do my best.
Holy frog, Monday night at Cafe Berlin, right? And also Tuesday you catch Holy Frog and Kurt down at B-side.
Which I was also going to say to everybody down at B-side, especially.
Shout out to Miss Bella.
Thank you, Bella.
Yeah, love him. All right.
Yeah,
okay. Also,
I
want to say hi to Tavion. If you're out there, dude, your phone number. I've been trying to get in touch with you, but I
thought there was almost another F-bomb there for a second.
No. So anyway, missing Tavion. If you're around, come see us on Tuesday night at the open mic if you're listening. Also, my great friend Josh Wrong. Josh is under the weather a little bit, but hope he's listening. And I love you, brother, and hang tough, and we'll roll through this like we do everything else. Okay. All right. It's Open Mic Radio, KOPN Columbia. Next week we have. Dusk and Dawn. I'm excited to have the band Dusk and Dawn. We'll be doing a live performance with them here in the big room with the PA and full electric, all that stuff, right? Zen, a good friend of mine, well, not a good friend, but a friend of mine, right? His name is Zen. I don't even know him that well.
He's not a bad friend, is he?
Anyway, and it's not even a music thing, believe it or not. I'm kind of sneaking toward the radio orbit thing on Zen. But anyway, Sarah Parker on the 23rd, if she decides to, and then conductor on the 6th of September, Western Grip coming, Monsteria, the Royal Furs, Megan Boyer Band. We've got a lot of stuff happening, okay? All right, the email address, mikehagan@mikehagan.com. Get the podcast, the website, all that stuff. Send me music if you'd like to appear on the show. And, thank you for listening, all right? It's been fun, all right? Kurt, you've been listening to Open Mic Radio here on KOPN Columbia. I hope you all enjoy the weekend. All right, be cool to yourselves out there, and be cool to other people. Stick around, Rush them in a minute. Catch you all next week. Kurt, Clark, let's get on out of here. Grab that mic.